What is going on to you Capricorns out there? So for you Capricorns, you have the Six of Cups, the Seven of Cups, and the Empress. So the Six of Cups, y'all already know what that means if you've been over here for a while. A love interest or an ex is coming back. You already know. The Seven of Cups, they see you Capricorns, doing your thing, and they want to get back in. They're trying to find out what's good with you, right? They're trying to find out what exactly is good with you. They see you Capricorns, like I said, doing your own thing. And what I mean by that is they probably still have you through social media or something like that, checking in on you to see what you've been up to. And you've been living your life, and you Capricorns look happy doing it. You look happy living your life. So because you look happy, here they are, right, to get themselves in the picture. Hopefully they can soak up some of that happiness, right? But we all know that they're too clumsy and they're too dysfunctional for them to actually make it that far, to take a picture with you where the two of you are actually happy in the picture, right? The Seven of Cups could also represent how it is that they have multiple people that they're talking to, and they see you still as one of those people that they're courting, right? They're getting to know. The truth, or they're dating. The truth is, the way that a lot of people playing games and the way that the game is, that's all a part of the game too, right? The game is to essentially date you Capricorns, but then not necessarily be around, right, too much. So it's like you may see these people once or twice a month, if that, right? Sometimes they may even skip a whole month. You may never see them again, right? That's part of what the game essentially is. And make no mistake about it, they're talking to multiple people. You're not the only person, right? It's just that in their own delusions, right? To you, it's the Six of Cups, right? Because to you, it's like, how could you be in a relationship or with somebody or getting to know somebody or dating somebody who is barely there, right? But to them, it's, oh, well, we're still going out, right? I'm still claiming you. We're still going out. And again, it's that delusion. This is why, right? This is why it is that I warn against that stuff. And I even suggest for you Capricorns, there's always some nonsense going on. Why it is that I warn against, or I should say, warn against for you Capricorns to play that type of nonsense. Because at the end of the day, this is the reason why it is that I warn against it. It's because for you Capricorns, y'all are in a situation where you don't want to get yourself messed up in these types of games and stuff like this, because at the end of the day, all that's going to do is frustrate you, right? And it's a waste of time. All essentially this person did was hang out with you, may even have caused trouble unnecessarily. The two of you probably split because you didn't want to have anything to do with a person that's going to come into your life and try to make all this unnecessary problems and all of this, right? Especially if things are going well. And then now this person still has this delusion, right? This person still has this delusion of grandeur going on, where even though they necessarily haven't seen you for how umpteenth amount of time, to them, in their delusion, you and them are still going out. It's not happening, right? So the thing is that the Empress is about so when this person does come back, my suggestion to you is to not get caught up with the pettiness, because in their own delusion of grandeur, you're going out with them still. You're still going out with them. You need to see that for what it is. And you Capricorns need to essentially don't even talk back, go radio silent, right? For you Capricorns that have to say something, you need to. I don't suggest that you do. But for you Capricorns that have to say something, that need to say something, my suggestion to you Capricorns is to tell this person that you don't want to have anything to do with them straight up. Because a person like this gets off on, see, they want you to get the hint. See, this is what I'm saying. When they're playing a game, right, you need to get the hint, right? This is the stupidity of it. When they're playing, right, when they're playing a game, you need to get the hint, right? They don't want you. You're nothing but whatever they assign you to be. But then when you Capricorns are done, now all of a sudden they act like they don't get the hint now. Now when you're freezing them out, they're, hi. They froze you out because they know that that would bother you. And some of you maybe even have brought it up to them. Why are you doing this unnecessary stuff? I don't know what you're talking about. Duh. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. Now that the shoe's on the other foot, you don't want them. Now they're being delusional, and they are not getting the hint themselves, right? So subtlety is not going to work. This is why it is that I said it with these people, and I've talked about this. They're crazy. A lot of y'all think I be capping or lying or I'm exaggerating or hyperbole. I want y'all to understand that the mental state that you Capricorns are in versus the mental state that they're in, they don't live in the same universe that you do. They think of things as differently. You see what I'm saying? So the Empress right here and the Wheel of Fortune represents how you need to essentially establish some serious boundaries between yourself and this ex that wants to come back in. Because every time they goofy behinds come back in, here comes some sort of calamity, right? You're gonna be upset. You Capricorns are gonna want to tell these people to F off because in anger. Why? Because here they come. They're gonna start to try to get on your nerves, try to get you angry, all this other type of stuff, because they can't keep a relationship together. No matter who they're with, they can't keep a relationship together. They can't. So you have to let them know, right? If for the ones of you who wants to tell them this, you have to let them know that you're not into them anymore. And if they ask why, tell them why to their face. No, not to their face, but tell them why directly. However you tell them, whether it's through social media, text messages. I wouldn't necessarily suggest face-to-face though. And the reason why is because a person like that, like you getting at their ego, right? Damaging their ego, bruising their ego, right? There's no telling what they can do. And people are so crazy when it comes to ego and protecting their ego. You still don't know what it is that they're capable of or what it is that they're prepared to do. You feel what I'm saying? So the thing is that the Nine of Swords right here is about how, so don't tell them anything face to face. Tell them it through text or social media. Tell them what it is if you want to. And for some of you Capricorns, just go radio silent. Don't reach out to them. Don't say hey. Don't say anything. Don't engage with them back and forth. Just let the situation just drop off what it is, because they're fishing for attention is what's going on, right? They're fishing for it, and yeah, they may get a little bit to very annoying, but if you're not prepared, if you Capricorns aren't prepared to tell the person, listen, I don't rock with you. I'm gonna just make it plain. I don't rock with you. If you're not prepared to tell them that, right, directly, if you're not prepared for confrontation, if you're not prepared for that kind of tension, then just completely just stay away from them. You know, sometimes you may be prepared for that kind of confrontation, and you may be built like that, but the best course of action for you still may be just to go radio silent. Because there's been many a times where the person is being delusional. They don't want, they don't want to take they want me to take the hint, right? This is why I don't play all these little silent nonsense hint body language games, because people can cook the books too much and act like they don't see it, deliberately work their hardest to intentionally misinterpret it and all this. I don't say that. I don't do all that. I'm gonna bring it up. Look, I don't care how awkward it is. I don't give a crap. Look, this is what it is. This or that. No? Okay. Let me get on with the rest of my day. Have a good one. Thank you. Stop wasting my time. Which a lot of people tend to want to do, I don't know what is people getting off with the ideology of trying to waste somebody else's time. And as a result, wasting their own time. But anyway, so the Six of Wands and the Magician right here is about how, because your life honestly is so much better without them in the first place. It really is, though. Because why would anybody who is healthy want to deal with somebody that all they want to do is just essentially make them unhappy by wasting their time and acting like they're reliable, just so that they could they could see some sort of seize an opportunity to essentially to disappoint that person. Give it a rest already, yo. The Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups right here is about how, the Knight of Cups is about how, they don't want to get it. So you have to really put it out what it is to them, so that they can get it. And the thing is that the Four of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles it's time for you, Capricorns, to really take care of yourself. Don't hang out with anybody that all they want to do is waste your time. They don't respect your time. They talk themselves up like they're going to do something, right? But then when it's time for them to actually do it, they flake. They're nowhere to be found. All that nonsense. Let's clarify the Four of Pentacles. Eight of Cups, the King of Swords, the Moon, the Hanged Man, the Six of Pentacles, right? The Eight of Cups and the King of Swords, right? And the Moon. The reason why it is that you decided to ghost these people and to stop talking to them and excommunicate them in the first place is because being with them, hanging out with them, trying to get to know them is a waste of your time. And Capricorn, a lot of you don't like to waste your own time, right? Especially for you Capricorns that, you've got something going on. Y'all don't want to waste time. That's one of the things that you really don't like, because there's no point in it. There's legitimately no point in it. It's like, what is the point of a person trying to, like, what is the point? Are they so attention starved? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is the point of all of that? Are they so attention starved to the point where it's like, I have to get my 15 minutes. I have to get my 2 minutes of attention. This person looks lonely. I have to get my 2 minutes of attention. It's like, what is the point? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is the point of doing all of that in the first place, right? Trying to get attention and hanging out. But then when it's time for them to you know what I'm saying? They want love, but then they too chicken squat. It's like, yo, then stay yo goofy behind on the bleachers, goofy. They should stay their goofy behinds on the bleachers, because the Eight of Cups, that's why you had to ghost them. That's why you had to stop talking to them. They thought that they were clever with this little silly game that they were playing, and you Capricorn saw straight through that nonsense. Like, nah, you got to get out of here with that. Because all they were doing is wasting the both of y'all's time. Because you notice how it is that with all these games that's being played, you notice that they waste exorbitant or crazy amounts of time showing up to you Capricorns, right? Playing all these head games. Then they done wasted their own time, because show and prove, if they knew that they didn't want a separation from you Capricorns, they should have said, hey, listen, I don't want this. I actually want to be with you. No, but the two of y'all stopped talking, and they did all that nonsense over there to now do the reach back. Now they want to come back, and it's like, so what did they do all of that stuff for, right? And then now they're trying to see if you Capricorns will allow your time to be wasted, and you're not, because that they only got that time because obviously they were new. You didn't know who they are on the inside. Now you know that they're goofy. Now you know that these people they're in the rat race. They're not doing anything quickly. They're not going anywhere fast. The Hangman and the Six of Pentacles is because things have to be reciprocal. It has to be a two-way street. The person has to stop wasting your time. You know how many people been in my life that wasted my time, that I've seen waste my time? Very physically attractive people wasting my time, but they be selling wolf tickets. They do a lot of talking, but then when it's time for them, right, and they doing the talking, but when it's time for them to actually show, right, listen, I'm listening to them talk. When it's time for them to actually take up action, to do something, show me what it is, now all of a sudden, and I mean in any way, even being a significant other, well, I'm not gonna cook, I ain't gonna do this, I ain't gonna do that, I'm not even gonna show you love, all of this extra stuff. And it's like, that's a dub. Everything being denied. Oh, I'm not gonna do this. So what are we on? What are you here for, stupid? And they can't say what they're here for. There's a lot of mentally ill people out here. That's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video, smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos, because I'm trying to make the YouTube channel grow. So please help me out. Would appreciate it if you would.